Hi, this is Elizabeth Robertson, and this is my online learning summative. Right now, we are not in presentation form because I want to be able to jump back and forth through different online resources. Um, Let's go and go over our agenda. So, as an agenda, we're going to go through the responsibilities of the teacher and the student, and also the support, because support is a really, really important part of being a successful online student or teacher. We're going to look at the skills, both technical and professional, that students and teachers have to be successful in an online class. We're going to look at keeping yourself and your students, or keeping yourself on track and on time. We're going to look at different tools and strategies for that. And finally, we're going to look at our references. So here we go. All right, so teachers and students have different responsibilities in a traditional classroom. That doesn't change in an online classroom. And students and teachers must actually uphold their responsibilities for a successful online course. I mentioned support earlier. If a teacher and a student have their support also helping them uphold their responsibilities, it really does help. For example, I get distracted by everything. My husband and my roommate know this. So when I am working on schoolwork, I am in a dark little corner of the house that no one goes into. While this sounds very lonely, it keeps me from stopping whatever I'm doing and talking to them, helping them out, or literally getting distracted and cleaning the kitchen. This has been a thing more than once. So, making sure your support group is also truly supportive can be one of the most key aspects of success as an online student. And I can only imagine as an online teacher, it's the same, because you still have to be able to work from your home, from your computer, and be able to focus on your actual content instead of all the amazing things on the internet. And the internet has kittens, y'all. Kittens. All right, teacher responsibilities on the internet. So you need to select a learning management system or content management system that fits the needs of your class. There's a little bit more about that. A learning management system is the actual system that you use for your classes. It's how you teach your class. And I'm fixing to show you a system I love and adore called Google Classroom. You're going to have to bear with me as I switch to my work computer and my work email. All right, Google Classroom, guys, is one of my favorite learning management systems, and I love using it. I think it's brilliant. I think it's easy, and it's just a lot of fun. Now, for reasons, I'm not going to actually click on any of these, because then you'll see student names. And well, actually, if I do this, you won't see student names. So this way you don't actually see student names. I'm not going to show you the students, though I could, because of, privacy reasons. So here's how this works. This is literally everything my class has done. There's assignments, there's announcements, there's quizzes for the past year. I can even go through and sort by topics. This one's what we did on citation. This is figurative language. We did a lot on figurative language. It's a big teak for us. So knowing your learning management system is really important. Now, I've said before, and I'll say again, learning management systems, they're different, and because they're different, they have different strengths and weaknesses. Google Classroom, which is what I use, is good for a hybrid class, and since I run a kind of flipped classroom in a traditional classroom, that works really well for me. Something like Course Sites is probably better if you're strictly online. You need to give unambiguous instructions and feedback. An example of this is when you have like half of your students not knowing how to turn something in or what to do. That means your instructions were probably ambiguous and you need to go back and look at that. One thing I do is I run my instructions, my actual written instructions, to other teachers, have them read them, and tell me what they would do in response. This is a great way for me to figure out if I've written them in a way that only makes sense to me. You need to encourage students to form and join communities of learning. Guys, once again, support is so important. If your students can actually form or join a community of learning, it gives them people whose job is to help keep them accountable and to give them best practices tips. And it creates a community, and it takes one to do this well anyway. All right, student, use your time management skills or learn them. I'm still into learning them. I understand your struggles. Use self-reflective skills to continuously improve your own scholarship. Self-reflection is being able to honestly look at what you know how to do, what you do well, and what you don't do well, and come up with an actual strategy and hold yourself to it. It's not easy. It's actually really hard, but it's a really, really important part of being a self-directed learner, which you have to be as an online student. You need to communicate clearly, professionally, and in a timely manner with your peers and your teacher. You need to learn actively, not passively. Your teacher is not going to spoon feed the information to you like they do in a traditional classroom, or at least a traditional lecture-based classroom. That doesn't happen. You have to actively learn. And you need to use your feedback and assessment with self-reflection to build upon and improve skills. That's a big part of that active learning thing. Your teacher has the responsibility of giving you thorough feedback. However, they can't make you use it. You have to use it. Support. So students and teachers both benefit from a community of practice or professional learning community for support. These can be anything from a community dedicated to people who are studying online and also have like 20 cats. It can be specific, it can be general. I'm in one for English teachers, I'm in one for English teachers of my district, and I'm also in one for teachers who are also trying to lose weight and get healthy. When I said it can be specific, it can be specific. Online students and teachers both should communicate with their support networks, their friends and family about what they personally need. Once again, I have to have my desk away from everybody else so I can focus, because focusing is not my strong suit. Got skills? Not all good technophiles are good teachers. Not all good teachers are technophiles. Technical skills and professional skills are two different things here. This is not IT where your technical skills are your professional skills. You have to be good at IT and you have to be good at teaching. That can be really hard, both for a student and a teacher, because non-traditional students are actually usually coming to us from traditional programs. The traditional programs do not teach the same skill set you use. Traditional programs, someone teaches you what to do. Self-directed program, well, specifically an online program, well, it's self-directed. The teacher tells you how to teach yourself, and you have to listen. Technical, students need to be able to navigate the internet, Web 2.0 tools, and at least one Office suite with proficiency. Microsoft Word, Microsoft Office, Google Office Suite, Open Office. It does not really matter which one, as long as you can use one well enough to actually complete the presentation part of your assignments. Teachers need to be able to have a much more in-depth knowledge. Seriously, I really suggest, if you want to be an online teacher, at least taking a few courses on Udemy or checking into Coursera and learning some coding. You can go to code.org, Khan Academy, learn some IT basic network stuff. You will need it. I worked IT for a few years, and that is the only reason I haven't completely failed at this. Professional students and teachers both need professional academic skills. So this is this is the academic skills we were taught in a traditional program. This is researching, this is citing, this is writing correctly, this is writing clearly, this is formatting knowledge, and this is that really, really hard to define skill where you take information from peer-reviewed scholarly sources and you combine it with your own experience to create new content. On track and on time. The teacher's responsibility for providing tools and strategies that will help the student stay on track and on time. But the student also is responsible for using them. Okay? Don't be like the proverbial horse. If your teacher goes, hey guys, here's a page of resources to help you, you should probably look at the page of resources to help you. They're not there for your teacher's help. Tools. There are many time management tools out there. My favorite is Habitica, which can be found at, and there's a URL. Okay, so I love Habitica. I just absolutely adore it. And, I get to click some off because I did the second missing assignment, and I did another missing assignment. Apparently, I had another one that I forgot about. Whatever. I haven't done the final yet. That's what I'm working on now. But, guys, this is how I keep up with everything. Before this, I couldn't keep up with anything. I've even got, my habits that I want to form. I want to drink water, so I'm not going to drink water while I'm talking to you, but if I did, that's why I'd click. This keeps me on track. Also, I have a cute little, character that makes me feel like I actually am playing a game or something, which makes me happy. So, the best strategy I have with students is to give their support networks permission to hold them to what they need to do. This is especially good for students like me. Disorganized, easily distracted, like I almost sat there and played with Habitica for a few minutes of this video. Finally, our references. Here are my references for this slideshow. I hope you were able to keep up. I hope you learned a lot. And if you can't keep up, YouTube has a thing where you can play what I'm saying really slowly. So have